Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, guys? Let me know if y'all can hear me. What's up, guys? L up on set from ksound.com. Here with you guys. We are live right now as we speak. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. All right, so we're live and we're just gonna dive straight in, like what's going on with Presonus, right? It's like, hmm, you guys seen some of the uh some of the postings from Presonus. Um, First of all, like anytime that they post anything like that, when they do live sessions like that, is usually geared towards the release or updates to Studio One. You know, so that's my assumption that we are going to get some type of update, and it's going to be something major because they usually only go live when there's a like major updates to the platform. So I just wanted to discuss with you guys like what are you thinking is gonna happen? And I'm reading the comments. See, it might be better if I can read from here. What's up, Rob? What's up, Ao? Salid, what's up? What's up with you guys? All right, so I got a few questions that came in. Persona sounds like they're either releasing another piece of mixing hardware, audio interface, or possibly MIDI controller. They've been lacking. They've been lackluster on since Studio 1.4 was announced. Yeah, I feel like that they I don't think that they're gonna do another, well, unless I have not been paying attention to them, but like I say, like anytime they go live like this and make announcements like this towards uh a date or day that they going live, is usually things geared towards Studio One. That's what I feel. From what I've observed, any mixers, anything that they release on the market is usually like videos, posted on their page. Maybe they do live stuff for it, but if it's usually something in the live situation. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just what I've noticed. And it's been a while since Studio One 4 came out, and they stopped at Studio One 4.1.4, I believe, and it's been stuck there for a while. So getting you guys thoughts as to what you think or what you guys expecting. I doubt Studio One 5 is being released since Studio One 4 was released a year ago, and Studio One 3, it took like 3 years. To me, it's just okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's a 5 coming out yet. It's too soon. From what I remember when I was using Studio One 3, they did another live event when Studio One 3.5 came out, and there was some major, massive updates. Like it could have been a 4 at that point. So yeah, I agree with you. I do think it's a little too soon for a full version because the 4 is still released. They just released the pad, which I feel like Studio One 4 was like geared towards beat makers such and such. Um, there's still a lot of things that I like to see coming from a music composer standpoint. Um, a lot of things that is not available as far as like film composers, things that we can do like if we're working with video, film, things like that. they have a video player in here, but it's not like optimized for it's yeah, it's not optimized for film composition. You know, I remember at one point we were having issues with the film. Like I couldn't get it to work at all, and then they did an update, and now it works. But you know, the things that I could do in Logic Pro, is far more advanced. Like from where it is now. Like as far as like what you can do in Logic. I do know of Cubase. Cubase is like the king of it all. You know, with SMPTE coding and like just it's perfect. Like when you want to strike things in the film in a certain place, like it's they got that on lock. You can do that in Studio One, but there's limitations there. Like I say, you can't bounce down everything when you're done and like reinsert it into the video like you can Logic. I don't know if you can do that in Cubase. I'm not sure if you can do that in DP. I don't have digital performance, but I was looking at those platforms because, um, like I say, it was some things that I was looking for, because doing film composition. So that was one of the reasons why I started to go back to Logic for certain things that I knew I could be able to do. Like for instance, like um production in 5.1, 7.1. Um, you still can't do that in Studio One unless there is a way you could do that. I have not discovered that, but it seemed like that those platforms like Cubase, Logic Pro, gear better towards film, right? Studio One, I think they're on their way. They're not quite there. Like big ups to them for like giving us the Atom Pad. It's cool. I don't think it's all the way there, but it's cool because it navigates through Studio One. Like for you guys to make a beast, oh, absolutely, this thing is a beast. Is magnificent for those type of people. But there are still some other things I like to see personally. But I just came on live to see what you guys, what your thoughts were, like where you think that they're going with this. So let's get back to the questions. Uh, what's up, Everett? What's happening? Hopefully it's a portable version of Drum Machine, like the MPC Live, a major software update, possibly a recent strong partnership. Let's talk about that. Let's pause there and talk about that for a second. I have you guys seen the video of it's more like an announcement, them and Novation keyboards, right? What are my thoughts about that? I think it's great. I think it's great. It's cool. Um, let me see if I can find that. I mean, it's all right. It's just not what we were technically looking for, but I mean, there is integration, which is great. You know, it's a great thing. Let me see if I can find that and get that on the screen for you guys, in case you guys missed that. I have a group on Facebook, and we kind of talk about things in the group, music production, everything, pretty much. It's not just Studio One. It's just anybody who's into music production, no matter like what your background is, style of music, whatever it is. Um, if you guys want to join that group, it's actually called. Okay, and I got two things I'm looking for. Let me see if I can grab the link of the group, just so you guys can stay on top of like what's going on in my world, so to speak. So okay, I'm gonna drop the link for you guys for stuff like this, and then some of you guys that have helpful tips, tricks, whatever, you could definitely post your ideas or whatever. But specifically to that video, let me see if I can find that video. Nectar, Nectar and Presonus, and I can share that with you guys and see if I can get that get that in. But yeah, so like Nectar, they did this event. Like I forget what event that was, but um here we go. Grab this link right quick. I'll post that in the chat area just so you guys can see that. Okay, so when they came out with this event, talking about this keyboard, and you guys can just check that out on at some point. So when they did this video, my thoughts were like, wow, okay, so there is integration, and I'm not talking about like MIDI keyboards, using the what is it, the Mackie protocol, the old Mackie protocol where you can sync any device, any MIDI device, you know, and get anything that has the ability to push out MIDI data to sync with Studio One. I mean, I'm not talking about that. Like that these days we looking for something a little bit more, a little bit more tasteful, a little bit more control and faster workflow. That's kind of what we're apt to after these days. Like for instance, with the DAW integration with native instruments, complete control, your machine 3, maybe machine jam controlling your DAW, and it's just it's like it seemed to be like something that's really, it's a must now. It's beginning to be like a studio workflow standard in a sense, because like that's just you know relying on this keyboard, like it's time for something different. So I'm guessing that's why they released the Atom Pad, because it actually controls. And I mean they also have application on an iPad where you can control Studio One. Like that's great, but everyone don't have an iPad. I just happen to have an iPad, but you got to be network sync with the network, your router, whatever your router you have in your home, in order to do that. You know, but you know, do I want to designate my iPad to control Studio One every time? Like sometimes I don't know. You got to make sure it's charged up and um that type of thing. Like I say, everybody don't have an iPad, but if there was a device sitting in your studio designated to hitting the transport functions, start, play, record, nudging, rewind, forward, that type of thing. Like if you got something designated, just like how this keyboard here, this machine here, like I was in Logic the other day, and I was blown away as to how great they sync together with no problem. Even the MK3, I would expect that the control to be able to do that. Like control can connect with more devices. Like I can get controller to work with Bitwig, but the machine MK3 is a little bit more challenging. Maybe there's a scripting for that I can upload, you know, add it to the folder in the back end of Bitwig or whatever. But there's a script for the machine. I'm sorry, the controller, and it just works, inside of Bitwig. But in Logic Pro, both of these devices work with no problem, which means it's something that Apple did in it as a relationship with uh Logic and Native Instruments. You know what I mean? It just works. And I think another one is Cubase. Cubase is another one that just works. I don't work out of Cubase. It was very tempting, and they even dropped the price recently. But I don't know. I'm on the fence right now. Presonus just released, and the event is titled "You Asked for It." So like, what do we ask for? We ask for a lot of things, but who are they responding to? That's the other question. Who are they responding to? Who asks for what? Check the forums. What is the most requested feature that we request for? I've checked recently. I've seen some things, and I'm like, okay, there's some cool things that people requested, but is a lot of the is it's a few things in there that I feel like is really geared towards like music engineers, which is great. And I feel like Studio One is great for music engineering, recording vocal, live band. I think it's phenomenal. Mixing, mastering, like it's dope. But when we talking about like music production, and when I say music production, I'm talking about the whole spectrum. Music production. I'm not talking about beat making, right? When you make a beat, which is what I do often, I make beats all the time. However, um, you know, I do more than just make beats. I do film production. You know what I'm saying? So we're kind of like going after that, right? All right, so let's go back to these questions. There's a lot of you guys like posting, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. Um, yeah. So Everett, yeah, hoping for a strong partnership with Native Instruments. That's something we've all been hoping for, and they know it, and then they drop the Atom pad on us. So I don't know, and then like I say, they went with Novation, um, with partnering with them, which gives me hope a little bit, but it's like almost like a smack in the face. Like, why would you? But again, I don't understand the business standpoint, the direction. Like, I'm sure they have reasons why they doing things. Um, but I think in my opinion, it's just me from the industry I'm in and the people I communicate with back and forth. A lot of us was wanting the integration between Native Instruments and Studio One. That's what we was looking for. And I posted a video about this, kind of went in a little bit and created a forum on the Presonus community and gotten many votes on that. But that don't mean nothing if that's not what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, um, don't get me wrong, Presonus is a awesome community. I feel like Presonus has a strong community, and there's a lot of us that use Studio One, and a lot of people out here is helping each other. Um, so answers are being answered very quickly. I am one of those people. That's kind of what I do on this channel. Contributing to the community of us music makers. But yes, I have gotten frustrated. Because some things that I wanted to be able to do and can't do, and just felt like working in Studio One was stagnant. But I'm like, I've never put it down. I even let y'all know that in some of the videos I post. I posted a couple videos using Bitwig. I posted something using Logic. I have not strayed away from Studio One. I still use Studio One like heavily. As a matter of fact, I have a song up right now on my computer as we speak. I use Studio One like really often. Um, SL Studio, what's up? What's up? Maybe a bigger brother for Adam. Yeah, that would be cool. That's what L says. Let's see. Um, LL Cool. I just want the ability to automate pitch in Studio One without having to bounce audio and do it in the amplifier like sample one. Automate pitch. You could do that. Yeah, you could definitely automate pitch in Studio One. But you bounce it down? Huh. Yeah, you could definitely automate pitch. Is you probably not familiar with the term. I mean, the pitch will be like it's like the pitch bend. It's your pitch bend on your keyboard or your modular, depending on, well, yeah, it's a pitch bend. It's pretty much pitch bend. Yeah, you could definitely achieve that, but it depends on what you're doing. Like I need to know like exactly what you're doing. LL Cool. Like let me know what you're working with. Like how are you trying to achieve? Because um in my mind I'm thinking like, yeah, that's super easy to do, but you might be trying to do something totally different from, what yeah. Uh yeah, Novation 4, Presonus Midi controller. It could have been a better partnership. Other Midi controller manufacturers from outside perspective may have been percentage of monetary issue. With Novation, I think as far as keyboards, I think Novation has always been the the one device that was able to talk to Studio One better than any other devices. I haven't used a lot of devices, but I think that the Novation. I still have one of my. I have a Nectar LX49. I think that's what it is, or LX. Yeah, I think LX sounds about right. It talks to Studio One with no problem. Like the way that it does it, like that was the only keyboard that did that. Even when I was in Studio One 3, like it does more. But um, I'm no longer using that keyboard because I like Native Instruments better. Like the ecosystem, there's just everything about Machine, and why am I not using Machine like just like all the time? Well, I use it all the time, but using it as a main platform for everything that I do is because I'm also limited in that. See, Machine products or the Machine is not geared towards film composers. You know what I'm saying? It's geared towards beat makers. Is they call it the groove box, which is the term. When you want to do live stuff, absolutely you can do live using this product any day. When you break it down, stuff like when you using like multitudes of strings, woodwind sections, brass, drums, Machine by itself cannot handle all of that. I've tried. Trust me. But the MIDI is dope though. Like when I insert the MIDI and I'm making chords, whatever, it captures the chords the way that I want it to, just like it does in Logic Pro. Studio One, no, not so. I love Studio One. Like it's a lot of things I like about Studio One. Like um, one of the things I love about Studio One is like when you add, for instance, contact. If you add contact in your session, you don't have to do anything else but to add it there. And then if you decide to utilize the MIDI multi routing, you can do that with no problem. It's like very easy to do it. I've done several videos on this channel showing you guys how to do that. Um, in Logic, you have to say you have to be specific as to what you want. A lot of times I'll add an instrument in there, and you know, it'll be like I'm looking for one thing right now, you know, And then later on, I'm like, oh, I need to add a piano, or I need to add this, I need to add that. In Studio One, I could do that with no problem. All I have to do is just duplicate the Midi channel and send it to a routing channel that matches the channel inside of Contact. No problem there. In Logic, you have to know what you're doing before you add that in, because that's not something you can go in and just make adjustments on the fly, right? So you have to know if you need 8 channels coming from Contact ahead of time. In Studio One, you don't, which is a plus for me. I like that. I like that. That's Studio One with the drag and drop is a win. It's a win-win. Love the drag and drop. Logic Pro still has that old browser setup where you got to actually click on the instrument and then look through sift through a bunch of words, and then you have to know the name of the company, and you have to remember the name of the instrument that you want to use. Like I said to you guys before, like if you got waves and just a bunch of plugins, it's hard to memorize all the plugins, but you know what it look like. You know what I mean? In Studio One, you can save thumbnails, which is something that Cubase has started doing recently. It wasn't something you could always. I follow Cubase. I follow them. They've been getting these updates. I'm like, man, it's like I want to go to Cubase for what you can do, but it just seemed like they behind. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, their new update, you can do this. Wow, I could do that in the Studio One like all the time. The other thing that I wanted from Studio One was like I like the fact that they added the the chord detector. But the thing about it is, if you not a musical person, you looking at a circles of fifth and you have no idea. I mean, you could definitely change your chords and blah, that's great. But in Cubase, I think their algorithm works differently. It actually suggests the next progression or chords that you can possibly go according to the key of the song, the scale of where you're going, and it gives you suggestions as to where you can go next, which is a tool that 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 can become a creative tool and helps you work even faster. People like me, like I have an idea where I'm going, but like if I have something that say, oh, but you can go here or you can go there and see how that sound. You know what I mean? It- Yeah, I actually like that. But when you're dealing with the circle of fifths, the way that the chord detector works inside of Studio One is like you can click on stuff and just see how it sounds. If it sounds great, great. But there's different other plugins that they make for that specific reason, like the Scala, which is by I forgot who it is, but Plugin Boutique has that. Um, I've did I talk about that? No, I didn't really go in depth about that, but that's a pretty cool plugin. I can give y'all the link later. I can have all that stuff in the description. All right, let's move on. Uh, the Kappa Music was they released since S145. Okay, yeah, I mean that only makes sense to me. I figured that, but you're coming on here like verifying like that's what they're doing. That's what's up. I appreciate that. I can't say much, but some crazy improvements. I can't say much, but some crazy improvements. Okay, all right, I follow you, Rob. I think Studio One Five a video composition feature. Man, I vouch for that in 4.5. Actually, it's like something that's overdue. Have you noticed in our machine has been real quiet? They're working on a standalone machine to compete with it. Rob. I must say, I don't know if I noticed that it, but Yeah. Native Instruments has always like their promotion game, advertisement game has always been on point, and they've been they've been putting, you know what, they've been putting out a lot of stuff using older things. Like if you got the MK3 or the Complete Control MK2, sometimes they put out stuff using the Jam and a lot of their plugins and instruments. They 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 do that a lot. They don't slow up at all. But now you think of it, like if you pay attention to the algorithm of how they post things, that would be awesome. I mean, that would be awesome if that's what they're doing. Now that I see their posts, I had unfollowed them because I have been really disappointed with them. As of late, it seems like they may be bringing the features back. Okay. Um, I'm not sure like who. Well, we were talking about Studio One, so that's probably what you talked about. Yeah, but just a quick point to that, like I don't I've been disappointed with Presonus, but I don't stop following because I still use their product, and it's cool to see like where they're going. But I have noticed a lot of things that they've been posting lately. They've been really hyped on like instruments. Personas has been building their instruments like crazy. Like when you go in the shop now, you sample packs like crazy in there, plugins, effects. They are networking and building partnerships with several companies like crazy. Now that has my antennas going like, wow, that's great. I wonder what they have going on next. Like that's like I have a strong feeling that they really trying to make Studio One more so geared towards music people in terms of creating music. Like I feel strongly about that. Otherwise, they wouldn't put out the Atom Pad with buttons on it and pads to make beats with. You know what I mean? More so than anything, this thing is a navigator around Studio One. But um, I have strong faith in I feel strongly about Studio One and where they trying to go. It's just I don't know. There's certain things right now I'm not really, it causes me to venture outside the box, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see. There's 68 new features. Oh boy. It might just be what you've been asking for. Tell me one thing, the capo, do you follow me? Are you subscribed to this channel? And the point I'm getting at is you probably seeing some of my frustrations. Like I'll do videos. I actually even slowed down a little bit post stuff Studio One because it's like I post so much stuff. I've did like a whole like masterclass and using Studio One. Like um I don't know. Maybe you giving me hope. I'm super excited to see what this we you know what you guys been asking for. I'm really excited to see where they're going with this. Well, they're doing better than Avid. Man, every I think everybody is doing better than Avid right now. Avid, I don't know who chose that program to be the studio standard. Like mix engineers, it's always been about the mix engineers. It's like that's something that they use till still to this day. If you are mixing, I think Pro Tools is great, I guess, but I'm a mix engineer as well, and I prefer Studio One over Avid any day. I that's just my preference. Um, see, it will be mixing engineer focus will be we have to pay for this update when we already have Studio One 3. As far as paying for an update, if you have Studio One 4, you, from my understanding, there is no, you don't, it's free. So whatever updates that they come in with is going to be free unless they come with five, which I strongly disagree. I do not believe that five is coming out already. If they come out with five, then that means they are competing with Pro Tools. Pro Tools is the only company I know who came out with 10, and then 2 months later they came out with 11, and then followed by that another month came out with 12. Yeah, like all these updates, like full number updates in this very short amount of time. They're the only people I know who done it, and then they have the audacity to charge people subscription on top of that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're still doing it, or but I there's something I heard about. I was like, wow, that's man. I'm like, I feel bad for those users. I still have Pro Tools 8 right now. I think no 9. I have Pro Tools 9, and I only have that because it was from the school. We had to work in it, doing complete projects or whatever. Okay, keep on with the questions. I also think that they're doing good. They're moving fast. Absolutely, absolutely. That is the reason why I'm on board with them, and I love using their products. Um, to the point, like I'm like Persona style right now. Like I have the Eris E5s. I have the Studio 192 mobile. Um, no, I didn't get the subs. That was a plan. Though I was gonna get the Persona subs, the subwoofers. I also have you guys can probably see a little bit in the camera, but I have this thing right here. This device. This thing is pretty cool. Small thing I can just like pack in my bag. Like that's dope. I like that. Um, of course the Atom. I don't have a fader port. That's the one thing I don't have. People ask me like, man, when you gonna get it? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I want one. I need one. I just never bought it. I don't know. Let's see. I'm feeling really good right now. Y'all got me on hype mode. I like what I'm reading. Yeah, I like what I'm reading. So how can I be one of those beta testers? You probably have to reach out to Presonus about that. But to be honest with you, I think in order to be like a beta tester, you have to be um I don't know if you have to be endorsed by them. Because I have a couple of friends that are endorsed by Presonus, and um they don't tell me nothing. Like they don't give me. They are not helpful either. But I do know that they have a chance to check it out before the rest of us. You know, and then I'll be trying to get like some information from them and be like, bro, I can't tell you. I really can't tell you. So that's the reason why I'm having this stream with y'all, see what y'all think, because I have no clue. Like I don't have that type of connection with them where I can beta test, but I'm not really sure if that's even something open to the public. Like Bitwig has beta testing right now. Like Bitwig 3.0. If any of you guys use that platform, Bitwig 3.0 is not technically out right now, but it's in beta. Means you can like you pretty much got three. So yeah, it's another. If it is another mixer, how where I will go go ape on stuff. Uh, then we'll be starting showing uh beat makers love they releasing a ton of mix highway. I don't think it's another mixer, bro. I really don't. I think if it's another mixer, they it's gonna be a part of the live stream, but I don't think that that's the main focus because if it is, you already know that they're gonna lose a lot of people. Like no one is going to the live stream to watch them talk about another live mixer. Like I told y'all before, like every time they go live, it's usually about Studio One. That is usually set up for that, you know. And the crappy Atom, man, I don't know. I hope that the Atom just came out. Like I can care less about the Atom, to be honest. But I think it's a valuable tool. What up, Grimy Needle? What's up, man? Nothing is wrong with Atom. Not saying nothing wrong with the Atom. It's just I think everybody has different different ideas, different perceptions. Jay, let's see. So Grimy said, Adam problem is Personas didn't put me on the beta team. Man, I'm saying like me and a couple of people have been saying that about Personas. Like I think the mistake is they don't have real music producers or composers on a team helping them guide them in different directions. I think they consulting a lot of people, but it's like y'all need somebody on y'all team to help guide y'all. Cause like this here, when they put this out, I'm not sure what they were thinking. Like this is where I stand with it. Like I don't care for like if like I would have yeah I would have never bought it, but I did just to show y'all what it is and what my thoughts are, and I'll have to do videos on it, I guess, at some point to show y'all how to work this thing. I mean, it's pretty straightforward actually, but um, navigating around this thing, um, they did their best. I'll just leave it there. They did their best. They did what they thought what was right. You know, whether we think that is a different story. So I mean, it's useful in a lot of ways. Like it actually controls Studio One. You know, so it's like that's kind of the main thing I use it for is navigating around Studio One. Like I don't use it. It's not in the center of my station, and yeah, just learn the circle. Um, Fifth is to the left. Fourth is to the left. 1, 4, 5 progression. Bam, you're done. That's great, man. That's great. But I get it. You know what I mean. But when you got Cubase on a whole nother level, bro, you know, clip launcher. Yes. Ori, what's up? 101. Clip launcher and better video integration. I agree with you 100%. I agree with that. This is cool. I didn't realize I can make the comments come up like that. Huh. The clip launcher and better video integration. I agree with that. I like that idea. My S1 micros are coming soon. The Black Av. I still have to upgrade to the man. Man, you better come on, Black. Gotta upgrade. You won't regret it. I promise you. Like from 3 to 4 is definitely uh yeah, is worth it. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Maybe they are going back to the past as far as CV modeling. I don't know. I don't know. It's like it's up for grabs right now. But the title of the stream is you asked for it. So when you say maybe they going back in the past, unless a lot of you guys asked for C-Lee moduling, um, and you say this was something in the past. Now I wasn't with Studio One that long to notice this feature here, so I don't know, but having the modular devices being able to route and do different things with automation and effects and filters, things like that, that will be really awesome. As a matter of fact, there is a plugin that they have in a store now that handles or have some type of modeler type things involved in that plugin that they have in their store right now. So um, I don't know if I feel like a lot of things that personas do is like they give everybody the power to do what they're good at, and then Studio One just sits in the middle and say, okay, um, we're going to continue being the platform that supports that software, that plugin, but we're not going to do anything like instruments, for instance. Like if you are a beat maker and you thinking that you're gonna be a beat maker using Studio One with the sounds it comes with, then you're gonna fail because that's not what Studio One is. Logic Pro might be what you're looking for because it comes with stuff like that already built in, or Cubase comes with stuff like that. Even Reason and Ableton Live comes with stuff like that. But um Studio One has some stuff, but it's, you know. Let's see. I say DM me with the T and DM me too. I need y'all to like hit me up like on some stuff y'all know because I need to be enlightened. Uh, I'm just gonna put this on the screen. I don't even know like if you're a music producer. If you are a music producer, why are you using Pro Tools? Um, the last time I used it, and it was just like because someone else I knew was using it, and I just came in, kind of helped them out or whatever. It's very clunky in there. It's just not music production friendly at all. Like I I don't know why you would even do that. I don't know. Let's see. Studio One is better for mixing than Pro Tools. I definitely agree with that. Overall sounds better. Man, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Yeah, 5 is a little too close. They usually do a point 0.5. Yeah. I think that. I think a point 0.5 is where we're going. Pro Tools is clunky. That's crazy because I just said that. I just said this, guys. Like, I didn't even read. I'm going down the comments reading, and so Rob just hit it on the nail right here. He says Pro Tools is clunky and way too expensive, and now it's subscription based. Pro Tools is industry standard because it was basically the first software DAW and competition, so they locked it up. Um, yeah, I guess I guess so. No, but I agree with you though. Like I think Pro Tools is industry standard because um it is what a lot of mix engineers prefer to use, and a lot of projects is done on that. And Pro Tools is not industry standard by their um choosing, if you will. It's what the industry say that's industry standard. Like the people in the industry that uses their products say that it's industry standard. So if there is more and more people converting over to Studio One and then say that it's industry standard, like we push that out and put that in the forefront, then I think really soon that it will be known as a new standard. That's what I feel. So like even Pro Tools, Avid, they admit that we not the one who said we were standard. It's y'all that said we were standard. So and I think that it's still standard because we got a lot of old heads that uses Avid products. You know what I'm saying? But if we got like I say, like we got a lot of people like all of us as Studio One. If we decide to like say no, they're not the standard any longer. I think the game would be changed right there. I still use my classmates, my classic Tascam 2400 USB mixer with Studio One, seamless. That's what's up. That's what's up. I think anything that makes the workflow go smooth, that's what's up. Studio One all day for me. They now have a full free version of Sonar. Hmm. Okay. Sonar is pretty cool too. Like even after was it Band Lab? I think that's what they are. It took over. You know, it's a pretty cool software. Customizable pad. Uh, the underdog may be down for the count on Monday. I use two type of DAWs for mixing. Harrison mix. I heard of the Harrison Mix Bus 32C 5 and S1. Okay. Yeah, it's better than Pro Tools. I use a few DAWs. Um, Logic Pro X Bitwig is still new, but I like it. Then the S1 as well. Yeah, Bitwig is pretty cool for like being creative. Like it's like Ableton Live in a sense, but like Bitwig has a little bit more features and things that I like more because I come from the linear workflow, and Bitwig has a few things that tops Ableton Live on that. So it's like Bitwig is a better fit for people who wants to get into the clip launching modular devices, that workflow for essentially a quicker workflow, right? But still has things that you are familiar with working in Logic or those type of platforms. So Bitwig to me was like great. Plus, it's cheaper. It's cheaper and it has more. It always seems that way, don't it? Pro Tools is a dinosaur now, man. S1 is king now. We have a full mastering suite built in. Pro Tools has had its time. Yeah, yeah, man. I just want to make clear to you guys, like I am not like downing Pro Tools users. That's not what I'm doing. I don't ever want to seem like that guy. It's just that I prefer to use Studio One over everything, like as far as mixing that is. So yeah, this is my preference. All right. Teddy Riley was my tutoring point into Studio One. I think Teddy was a lot of people. Like when I moved over to Studio One, a lot of people mentioned Teddy was the video that he did when he showcased Studio One. I think I think a lot of people like came over based on him. Him being like such an iconic producer. Okay, let's see. Hot Flown, what's up, man? Let me scroll back up. What's up, Ella? Are you um that's a good question. That is an excellent question. As a matter of fact, um, it's excellent where it is. And that is the reason why I feel like Studio One is strong. I said that in the beginning of the broadcast here. Studio One is very strong, very very strong, extremely strong. Um, yeah, Studio One is super strong. It's just a few things I like. Let's move that there. I like it better there. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Like some things I feel like they can improve. Like I mentioned before, like the MIDI, like when you adding chords or whatever, I feel like the MIDI can be better. The no repeat functions can be better because it's clunky. Like it's not on point. It sucks to me. The Yeah, that I'm glad that they implemented that in Studio One, but is that could be improved, and I'm sure that can improve over time. That's not a real big deal. Um, Let me see what else. Like, a few of the guys was on here talking about video, like for film composition and stuff like that. Um, I couldn't even ask for anything more as far as like editing. Like, I'm good there. Like editing MIDI animation is pretty good. Like, it's to me, it's just was a few things that I wanted that you know I wanted it more ways to be creative inside of Studio One, which is one of the reasons why I use Bitwig with with them having like devices in there, and I can route stuff like just do crazy, stupid, retarded stuff with LFOs and um other functions, and uh I can make my devices control anything in the DAW, doing everything. That right there, like, and I can control the control, wrap your mind around that. That was crazy right there. Like I was like, what? You can control the thing that you're controlling, and then make that control something. Yeah. That's for people that's super deep into modular. Um, but I played with a couple things and made a couple of records using that program and using that technique. Um, they need to get the F. Wait, let me put this up so y'all can see it. Okay, we are the industry. You all right? The only let me move this over so I can see it all. The old heads teaching the next generation of mix engineers that Pro Tools is only holy sauce. It is not. I'm gonna leave that on the screen for a second. This brother right here is preaching truth. That is that I just said that it's the old heads that yeah. So if there is enough of us that say we're putting down Pro Tools and we're gonna make, but that can be an arguable point as well because everyone that works in whatever DAW that you're working in, you know, the people that sold to able to live feel like that's the best software that was created on the face of the earth. You have every right to say that that's the standard, you know. Um, but here's the thing though, like I've seen and heard, and specifically on this channel, and I'm not talking about outsourcing, looking on Google, looking at things what people are saying. I'm talking about within my own channel, the comments I've read on my videos and messages that I've gotten hit up with in inbox messages. Some of y'all have my personal cell phone number. Y'all hit me with text messages or whatever. And a lot of you guys come from Pro Tools. So it's a huge Pro Tools community that merged over to the dark side. And y'all told me about like how much you feel like Studio One is totally better and you wish you would have switched to it sooner and the things that you can now do. A lot of the features and functions in Studio One is like the same as Pro Tools and even better. A lot of you guys hit on the engine, like the coding in the background. Like Studio One is faster, it can handle more. Um, as far as plug-in, it has a better handle on that. Um, Pro Tools is still clunky. I hear that all the time, like till this day. You guys said a lot, and I used to use Pro Tools as well, so I understand, and it is the major reason why I am not using Pro Tools right now because it was clunky back then, and it is still clunky now. So I don't know. You guys have to be the one who say, yeah, no, that's not the standard. Absolutely. So that take a moment, and you know, I saw Teddy convinced he was the right. You know, I don't want to talk too much about Teddy. Teddy is, you know, I think Teddy's using Cubase now. But I hear Teddy was from Cubase. That was his background, and then he moved over to Studio One. But you know what I think? I think Teddy uses both platforms. I think that's what I think. We haven't seen anything lately on what Teddy uses, but I am not industry struck or artist or producer struck. Like it was helpful to see Teddy using this program, and it was inspiring knowing that this iconic producer is using, you know, something that you're interested in or something you already use. Like, oh yeah, I'm in the right dog, you know, blah blah blah. And then when he left, Well, I don't know. I don't know if he left. It's just stuff I've heard. I heard that he went back to Cubase. You know, it didn't really tamper my decision as to why I'm using Studio One. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he left. That didn't. Only reason why I was looking at Cubase is for personal reasons, workflow, and yeah, record, mix, master in Studio One. I'm telling y'all, man, like Studio One got it on lock as far as recording, mixing, mastering. Like it's super dope. Like you can get the mixer, right, the digital mixer, plug that into Studio One, have that to control the DAW. On the mixer, you can have plugins in the mixer, so you can have that analog like as if you was plugging into 1176 or uh, a two-way or something tube like a Neve console type emul- emulation or SSL board with the CTC one. I love using that, by the way, on my master channel. That's one of the other reasons why I like Studio One, like to have that on the master. Anyway, cause you get the analog signal. You like, yeah, it's crazy. Um, for but like for that reason alone, like their mixers talk to Studio One really well, and then you can recall that stuff in Studio One. Like that's like a no brainer to me. Like yeah, Presonus has it right. They have it right when it comes to stuff like that. They definitely have it right. But as far as music, uh, being inspired. Now I want to give a shout out to Output.com. Output.com is dope, especially with Arcade. Arcade is like a lifesaver. Arcade brings so much life, so much inspiration to the game. Sounds.com is another one. So much life, inspiration. Any sound library you guys follow. Yeah, there's a monthly subscription, and I think that's the only thing that should have a subscription on it, like to be able to get sounds each month, building points and things like that. Like that's, I think that's dope to me. Like, but a subscription in a doll, I don't know. I'm not into that. Okay, okay, Teddy with the video of using Studio One while using the gross beat effect windows that pissed me off because I am has always been making and the video strongly helped me elite SV2. Well, I'm gonna put that one up. Uh, yeah, it, that didn't really piss me off per se. I just thought it was just his ego. I just thought it was, him out there. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, which is super cool because like, and I'm speaking of like the where you can access Studio One. Like you can access Studio One on PC and you access it on Mac. If you have a PC, you can probably get the gross beat effect from which he, but you can do the same thing on Macs using other programs. If I'm not mistaken, gross beat may have uh, a version on the Mac. I could be wrong. I don't use gross beat, so I don't know. But usually plugins like that m- eventually make a version for Macs later on. And if they didn't, I know that there's other versions like you can get the same effects using gross beats. I use something else like similar and get the similar effects. So I mean, I really ain't trip when he talked about that. I was like, I look at you, yeah, yeah, that's great. But for the style of music, his style of music, and how he was doing it, like that's great. I don't really need the those type of effects for what I do. So it's like I wasn't bothered by how he was only able to do gross beats on his system because that was what he was doing with his music at that time. I'm not looking for that type of that style. But I do have those effects, the same effects. Matter of fact, Isotope makes one. It's called the Stutter, which is similar. I'm just leave that there. Let's talk about the Harrison. The Harrison Mix Bus 32 is on another level when it comes to mixing. I make beats in Studio One, but Mix Bus 32C, a match made in heaven. Absolutely, yeah. I've seen that. Um, I've seen things on that a few times. Yeah. Um, from what I've seen, I thought it was pretty dope as well. Use machine for all that. I don't think everyone would. Yeah. Oh, I see. That pretty much just wanted to be deeper. Mix bus is great for mixing. I wonder if Studio One 4 will work better with the Behringer control surface. I don't know. I don't know. And we can kind of pause here for a second. Like they have that the thing with Novation, right? So if they linked up with Novation to give them that option to link with Studio One in such a way that is powerful, like the integration that we want with native instruments. Then I think maybe that's them saying that we are starting, we're going in that direction, and we're heading there. That's what we doing, and maybe uh you ask for it. Maybe that's maybe that's what this is. If that is what they're talking about, I'm going to I'm I'm going to fall out. I'm gonna freak out. Like, what? Y'all wait to go live to say that? But I agree with the capo. He mentioned earlier that there's like a lot of features that they bring into the table, and so that's something I'm very excited to see, like what they're going to release. And guys, I'm going to be all over that. New videos coming really soon because I'm gonna touch on some of those things. Um, yep. Wonder if let's see, I will finish my work like producing music and switch to uh, bro. I'm switching from studio to Cubase. I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at you because I was thinking the same thing. So you know, and then Cubase have a sale right now. They slice their prices in half right now. So you know, get you a little deal right quick. You know what I'm saying? I hate to keep going back to this subject right here, this point right here, but that I'm one of them people. I left Pro Tools for S1, never looked back. Oh man, I just thought I put that on there. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Cap. The capo. Don't forget to hit the like button. I highly appreciate that. You guys like this video. If you guys enjoyed yourself, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Um, if you guys want more things like this, this is what I usually do. It's just been a while, working a lot, and I'll go live. Like I used to go live once a week. I would like to get back to that, but I always post helpful tips, tricks, and things like that. You know, when I get some cool products, I'll post it on this channel, letting y'all know what's going on. Everything music production here. You know, and then some other things that we'll dabble into, which is it's kind of what this stands for here, like creative. I guess we could park here for a second, kind of give y'all a concept of like what's really going on. Like creative um is a movement. Creative cultures. It's a movement. It's a bunch of us, me, you guys. You know what I'm saying? The creative culture. People that are musically inclined, people who want to be musically inclined, singers, rappers, beat makers, whatever, mix engineers. All of us are creatives in our own right. So it's a culture of all of us, in this industry. And so like this is to commemorate that, pay homage to us and who we are and what we do, and which this is also the name of the company, the who I represent, creative culture, and break it down in three concepts: is sound, it's the concept, and then there's culture. Culture, I just talked about that a second ago. But sound will be this channel, everything like music production I do here. But it goes further than that. Like the concept will be like the visual aspect. I work with a lot of video, like so like the sound goes into the video. I do videography work, you know. So, it's kind of like the whole concept of this is kind of like a movement, and any of you guys doing the same thing. So some of the product reviews will be sometimes deviating towards video, things like that, you know, because it's what we do. Like as music producers, like a lot of times, music we create for be like film, TV, commercials, stuff like that, corporate. Um, so I even got a video on here showing you guys how to make commercial music for video. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times I'm the one who's editing those videos as well. So I haven't really talked much about that. Um, I would like to get more involved in video, on this channel, whatever. But this is kind of like a business thing. Um, but there's a lot of y'all, like I say, all y'all doing. There's a lot of y'all that doing the same thing, so which is why this channel is called Creative Sound. Like it's still K Sound, but I decided to spell it out, you know, because a lot of people don't know what it really is. So I'm not McDonald's yet. So creative sound. So it makes better sense. People can get it. So it's kind of the direction I'm taking. Yeah, output plugins are dope. I love the reverse. I use the reverse a couple of times. I have it, and I like it. I like it. I haven't used it that much though. Like the one that I use a lot is the was it XL? Yeah, it's XL. I use a whole lot. Actually, Arcade is what I use more so lately than anything. And then I have the Signal and I have the analog strings and then something else. I have movement as well. Movement is like an effect that you can put on anything, and I've been using that lately on some stuff. Add some movement into some of my tracks. Um, so I'm gonna put this on the screen for you guys that wanted to know about gross beats. He says the is that M rhythmizer, rhythmizer. So if you guys want that gross beat plug in, you know you want that same type of effect. This is what Rob suggests. You know that's what this is. So if you guys want to look into that, I'll look into that as well. New Judah says the Cubase 50% off is until June 3rd, guys. So if you guys are looking forward to getting Cubase, you can get that up until June 3rd. That's a long time. That's what's up. Give people time. You know, I'll say after this update, this this live stream Presonus do, I'll see whatever they do. Will dictate if I need to make an investment towards Cubase or not. Cause like if it is a lot of things that I'm looking for that I have not really shared with you guys, but it's all about music production and workflow for me. It's not about chasing the latest and greatest things. It's about workflow. That's the first and foremost thing. Um, some things I'm just looking to do. And I just been kind of going back and forth and looking at some things, and um, but I strongly feel like Presonus is they close, man. They so close. I really honestly feel that. I really do. I really do. I strongly feel that. There is one feature that Cubase has that makes it better from a business's. I want remote collaboration with clients and musicians. Cubase 10 Pro has VST Connect SE, literally a prayer answered. That that was something I wanted as well. That is pretty dope. I think Pro Tools was trying to do that. I thought that that's why the subscriptions was in place to be able to do that. I want to know how well that works though. I heard about that the Cubase collaboration, but not many people were talking about that. I don't see many things on that subject, but that is pretty dope. Which means that is that from Cubase user to Cubase user, like you have to have Cubase in order to take advantage of this collaboration, which makes sense. There's another version or a derivative to that the collaboration, but I think you have to be in the same room, which is Link. Link is something where, like, say for instance, Ableton Live. I know Bitwig has it. I don't know if Logic Pro has it, but Machine obviously has it. Basically, it's kind of like their MIDI protocol, so to speak, where if 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 you work in Bitwig and I'm working in Machine, we can both link our devices together where they both start at the same time, and then we can just kind of go and add things as we go. Like we collaborate instead of you hitting play and I hit play, and we just you know it's like um it's almost like y'all just working together pretty much, but it has to be in the same room. So I don't know like how well that works with Cube Cubase, like Cube, that will obviously be, you could talk to anybody from all over. So is it like you start on a project and then there was something else like that. I forget, but it was like this online based collaboration deal. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. But you can go in there and you can like contribute to the project, and then other people can do the same thing and make the beat bigger than when it first started. I've been a Cubase user since VST, and it's way better than Presonus. It also comes with the vocal alignment tool and a host of other tools. I agree. I agree, Jobber, which is the reason why I was thinking or am thinking about moving that direction. I was even thinking about digital performer because they now have clips. Because that was kind of the reason why I got on the bandwagon with Bitwigs because of that. But DP, which is like Cubase and Ableton Live together, makes sense to me, so to speak. I don't know. Know that the beauty, the only producer need Cubase clients get the free version called VST Connect Performer. They need a good internet connection, a nice audio interface, and a mic. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna put this up there so y'all can see what the answer is to that question I asked earlier. So the other producer will need Cubase. So both people need Cubase. Okay, that's clear. Makes sense. So clients. So if I'm working with like an artist, oh okay, that's dope. I like that. Hmm. I do like that. Clients get free version called VST Connect Performer. They just need a good internet connection and a nice audio. So is it? So will this be like you're the audio engineer and you record their vocals? It's almost like y'all in the same room, but y'all not. As long as the internet connection is good, like you say. So when they record, they actually record into my system, and I have everything boom and ready to go, and I can just go ahead and just mix that like that. That is dope. I think I've seen that. I believe I know the answer to that question, but I just want to verify. Yes, exactly it. Well, all right. Thank you very much, New Judah. That was very helpful. That will be a reason I will go with Cubase because of things like that. That is a feature that I will use all the time, and that is something that I will go and talk about on YouTube all the time for that ability to do that because I don't see many people talking about it. Because I work with a lot of people and was wanting. Matter of fact, I have an artist right now as we speak. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I have an artist that I know in Chicago, and his computer is not in good condition right now. It might be dead, but you he can get anybody computer. Use anybody computer and just download the little software piece. I wonder. Now I'm about to go out on a limb and say, ask for this. I wonder you if all you need is a computer, could you get like an iPad or something? And is there like an app for it? And plug in a mic through there, the little adapter or whatever that allows you to plug in like quality mics in there. Could you do that? Um, I mean, even if that's not an option, that's totally fine. But just the fact that you can do that is pretty cool. Like the person or the artist you're working with does not have to have Cubase. They just need to download the free software that allows them to connect their mic to it, and so I can play the music back in their ears, and they can hear it like they in my booth next to me or something like that, and record to the music. Thanks for reminding me about that, because that's something that was something that struck me the first time I started to be interested in like going that direction. But like I say, not many people were talking about it. It was just a video I was just watching somebody just working in there, and it mentioned that one time. And I'm like, oh, really? You could do that? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I started with Cubase way back, um when I didn't know nothing. Cubase SE came with my mixer. Sometimes I think about going back to it. That's what's up. I think there's an app. Let me check. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know. What's wrong with his computer? What do you mean, JB? What's wrong with his computer? Oh. That's a question for me. Oh, I think it crashed. I think that's what he was telling me. His computer crashed, and so he needed to take it to the shop or buy a replacement. I think that's what he was trying to do. He's just gonna buy a new computer because the one he had was old anyway. He's gonna buy a replacement, but until then, like he could just like, you know, make a phone call to a sister or brother or something like, hey, can I use your computer? I need to record this record right quick. You know what I'm saying? Black Ave is in Kilteen, Texas. That's what's up. Now, where the heck is that? I'm in Dallas, so like where is that? I've never Killeen. I'm sorry, Killeen. It's just like a T, like the little letters. Killeen, Texas. Um, is there a seating setting where if you're working? Let me see if I can make this bigger because I can't. Yeah, I can make it bigger, but I can't make the text bigger. That's white. Um, I started with Cubase. Let's see. I'm trying to get it to where I can see what's going on. Anyway, I okay. Is there a setting if you were working on a clip, um, clip fix whatever, then you will hit the space bar and it plays back from the beginning of that specific clip. Yeah, it is. I forget what it is. I have mine set to the button on the left of the numeric number one, like it's far left of the keyboard. I have mine set where yeah, when I hit the space bar, it returns back to that place. Let me see if I can find that. I forgot the term. I think it's called return back to one. Return return to one. Something like that. Let me see. Let me see if I can just show y'all my screen. Studio One. Let's see. Now I want to show y'all the entire thing, like what's going on. Preference. I guess it's good enough. Let me show y'all. So keyboard shortcut. Is that it? I don't know. I'm trying to see what is this option. Number pad. Return to 0. This says number pad. Wait, let me try that. Let me try that. Cause mine says wait. Maybe I could do this. No, nothing is popping up for that one. Enter. Sorry, it's set to transport. Enable play start marker. Enable play start. Play start marker. Okay, so that's what it is. Is when you click here, enable play start marker. So that means like if I change the screen here, let me get out of this one. So that means if I'm here, I activate that button that I have on my keyboard, right? And then when I hit stop and hit play again, it's gonna return and play from that spot again. And then I can hit that button again and say like I play it all the way till I get to 6. I can do that. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And I can go anywhere in here. Let's say if I wanted to start it here and just like deactivated it and then hit it again. That way it starts right here in this section. Was that helpful? I hope that was what you was asking about. It's funny. My Presonus Firebox came with Cubase LE4, so technically Presonus introduced me to Cubase. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, you're 4 hours away from me. Um, 4 hours away from Dallas, and an hour away from Austin. Okay, okay. So Austin is like a good about 4 hours away from me. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, guys. I think we are at a good point. We can go ahead and end this. I just want to say to you guys, you are awesome. I appreciate you guys. Um, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly growing, as you can see. Um, anytime I go live, you guys always come out in great numbers and ask some great questions and just have a great conversation. So I definitely appreciate you guys for that. I will be posting more videos in the future, as you guys already know. Like, it's not, y'all not new to that concept. Ben Park, what's up, man? Ben and Naomi, what's going on with you guys? Appreciate y'all checking in. Yeah, it has been a while. It has definitely been a while. I have been on this stream for a while, so you're gonna have to definitely go back to the beginning. Sorry about that. But uh just making sure I don't miss anything. Oh, bro, I checked in the Steinberg site. The cross grade price for Cubase 10 Pro is 184. That's what's up. That's for cross grade though. For me, it's gonna be 327. Like I can get mines from Sweetwater and then pay the 3 month thing that they have. So it'll be like a little bit over $100 a month for 3 months. It's not bad, you know. Yeah. So for me, just coming in, like I have nothing Cubase right now. Well, I have it on. I have an app, the Cubase app, on my iPad, which is see that's something else I thought about. That's something else I thought about. Like I this music production thing is very serious and is dear to my heart. I look at a lot of things. I'm not on here just making beats. I'm on here like it's a career choice. It's my life. It's what I do. I look at all aspects of everything. I know I said I was gonna end the stream, but I look at all aspects. Um, I look at where a company is going in terms of their product and the overall experience. So with Cubase, seeing that they have a doll, like to me is kind of like a full blown doll on in the app. Yeah, Cubase app. Cubase is two. This is a full fledged doll, people. I can record in here. I can make beats in here. Like I can record vocals. I can come in here. Here's the mixer here. Um, see the keyboard can only be the keyboard can only be open and right. Duh. Let me select the MIDI track, which is this one. No, I don't want to rename it. I just want to select it. Okay, this track right here. Here's the keyboard right here. And here's the pads. There's note repeat. Like that should be a given in every DAW or every device or everything nowadays. Like you should have note repeat. You know that's a standard. You know that's what we do. That is a standard. No repeat is a standard. So stop giving us MIDI keyboards without it. You know, most of the MIDI codes I had in the past don't have no repeat, but no repeat is a standard. Like as the NPC had it from day one. You got to have no repeat. You just have to. All the native instrument stuff has no repeat. Let's see. It's not on this board, but it's arpeggiation on here. Arpeggiation actually takes you to note repeat. It's a dedicated button on here, note repeat on my machine. Even Presonus got it right. No repeat on here. It's printed on the pads. Like, come on. But there still are some instances that, they don't have it. But dude, you can route. Like what is all these other functions? Like, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like I know y'all couldn't see that, but I can see the CPU. I can watch my CPU meters here. Um They got a shop on here, and you could definitely buy plugins, more plugins in here. Like this is like serious stuff. Waves, really? Audio track. Waves. The ultra maximizer. So when you get done with your joint, you definitely can get into the mastering, making your joint sound really nice. And I'm looking at prices on here. The Cubase's Microlog arpeggiator, $4.99, $7.99. If you want the Waves bundle with Cubase, it's $20, which you would get the audio track, the channel strip, the ultra maximizer, the dude, like this is where music is now. You know, being able to do stuff with apps, using apps like Beatmaker 2 or Beatmaker 3. I think it's Beatmaker 3 now, right? Like there's a lot of guys using Beatmaker 3. You know, I think about stuff like that. You know, as in terms of where a company's going, and so I mean I can make a beat in here, and then continue working on it inside of my computer if I need to be. Um, GarageBand and Logic Pro. I have started a track a couple times in GarageBand on my iPad or on my phone. That's crazy. On my phone, I think you can get Cubases on your phone as well. On your phone, um, I can create a beat, dude. I can create a beat on my phone, and then turn around and work in it some more on the computer. You know, to go further, obviously. You know, and you good. That's what Presonus is lacking. Personas need a way to make beats online that in like going that concept. Like maybe that's what maybe that's what they're gonna give us. That would be dope. So, now that I say that, I'm going to the app stores. Yeah, I know I'm not gonna find that because if they just gonna release it next week, then you know that's like whatever. But you never know. You never know, man. You never know. Now, I mean, the cool thing with they do have an app, so they are in the mobile world. They do have an app. You can control personas, but you have to have an iPad. You can't use your iPhone. You have to have this. The two things I mentioned, you can have iPhone or iPad. You know, just makes sense. So I'm going here and see if I can see something personas wise. I don't know. Maybe they released it early and just not say nothing to anyone. Get lucky, find something. See, the personas UC surface. The UC surface is what you can use to control Studio One. I have it on my iPad already. Then they got another one called Personas Q Mix. Q Mix UC. Studio One remote. I have Studio One remote and a Personas Surface. Okay, the Surface is what I use. I have my mic going through the interface so that you guys can hear me, and that interface is what allows me to put post fader effects on it, like EQ, compression, that type thing. The Studio One remote is controlling the DAW itself, and you know they have something else on here I thought was like, huh, what is this? The personas where you can go to the store, on like look at blogs and stuff. Like, do you need a app for that? No, you don't. Um, yeah, personas capture, which allows you to record. Yeah, they do have that. You know, I can't like knock them for that. Persona capture allows you to, but you can't make beats in it. Like dude, what are we doing here? And that's about it. Novation is on here. It's like $15. Now, like creating scores, like music composers, that's great. That's great. But Logic Pro has that inside of their program. Novation is an addition, like two different things. I don't know. Maybe that's done for a reason. I want to say that's done for a reason to make Studio One lighter, probably. Like, why have a score engine inside of the program if you're not gonna use it? I digress. I don't know. Thinking of at least 500 gig side. Yeah. If y'all talking about CPU for your computer to make it run better, yeah, that would be ideal for recording vocals. I say anything past 750. If you're recording vocals, is probably a little too much. It has to be 7200 RPM on the hard drive. Uh, as far as like the SSD drive inside of the computer, yeah, the SSD inside of the like internally will be definitely idea to help everything go a whole lot faster, smoother. Okay, so where did the rumor come from? Anyone knows? Is there a rumor to start with? What rumor are we discussing? Let me go back. And y'all on to something. I have to. Yeah. Ori said that I missed something. Okay. L Alexis. Thanks for joining. I'm going to address your question here. This is the question. Uh, yeah. Nathaniel, man, thanks for joining, man. Uh, what's been said is it true? What do you know? When? Yeah, cheers. Okay. Ooh, about Studio One update. Okay. All right. Oh, um, you just gotta. Uh, I don't know what the rumors are, but there's a. I don't know if there's an update, but they have a live event scheduled for this Tuesday, May 21st, and it is titled "What You Guys Been Waiting For," what you guys asked for. You thought it said something about update in the title. I, I don't know. I totally missed that. Yeah, with I7 you can do more, and it's better. I5 is good too. It just depends on how much you're willing to pay to build a computer. Yeah, that answers to go back to what you guys were talking about as far as like hard drive space and memory and whatever you guys were talking about. I figured it had something to do with speed and like workflow enhancement, speeding things up. Uh, yeah. You definitely came late to the show. Yeah, that's We basically, I just went live, just wanted to see what you guys were thinking, like, what you know, what everyone possibly thinking that could be released. You guys really ain't say nothing. I gotta think about it. Like, we were thinking 4.5, we was thinking 5, but we already came to the conclusion that 5.0 is not. That's too soon. That's unlikely that 5.0 is going to be released so soon because 4 just hit the market, right? Four is strong too. Like 4 came strong, really strong. I was like, whoa. At first it was like, what are y'all doing? But then after I got 4, it's like, okay, not bad. Um, not so much for the guys that mix, like mixed engineers. Not so much for you guys. 'Cause you guys are like, if you're not a beat maker, there's no sense of updating to Studio One Four. Like, what, like, you know, great. That's great. People like me, I was like, ooh, yes, I need that. Um, Now we moving on to 4.5. That's what we kind of all thinking. Definitely an update. That the capo confirmed it. The capo confirmed it. The stamp of approval is down here, and this is also the guy who told us about the 68 features that we are possibly will be seeing in Studio One 4. Um, what else did you say? It seems like you have a lot of knowledge as to what's going on. And I'm looking at your name, the Capo Music Academy, SA. Are you someone I need to be connected to on another level? Unfortunately, you must wait for the week, for this week. Like the rest of us, you have to wait. But I agree on Personas missing an iPad version. Now that I have one, I really would love S1 on the iPad. Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you. I agree with you. I feel like um maybe there needs to be an addition to Persona's team to help them expand in areas that make sense, because I feel like they're strong in the mix world, the mastering world, but you guys have a strong beat making community. A lot of people are making beats. A lot of people are into that. It's strong, very strong. If you look at the videos, look at YouTube. We have a strong music beat making, music production community, composers, film composers. If y'all can win us over, like, I feel like a lot of people using Cubase for that reason will switch over to Studio One because of the way that it's built with the browser. I wanted to bring up the browser. Um, the browser's all right. I like the drag and drop, but the browser kind of sucks to me. It's like generic. The browser, I say the one that wins the 2019 awards for the best browser will be Bitwig Studio. Bitwig Studio, to me, in my opinion, has the best browsing system ever. Um, I guess arguably it will be arguable against Reason. Reason has a decent browsing. Yeah. mm I ain't been in Reason in a while, but like last time I've been there, like it's reasonable. But Bitwig has one of the best browsers that I've played in. Like if you can combine thumbnails with the browser like that, you got something. You got something. Um, it's also very much say I have a release. Yeah, you guys got to get your drives up to par. I've seen this comment before though, like Studio One crashing and things like that. Like this is this is a good one. You guys make sure you get a solid state drive on your computer. It helps your computer run a lot faster and smoother and more solid. There's good tip there, Sir J Beats. The completion was tough. Didn't move. All right, well, guys, again, very strong. Presonus is very strong. Very strong people. Company products. Just everything that they're doing. Like I love what they're doing as far as like the whole like they got the hardware market on lock, on lock. They got that on deck, y'all. They tight right there. They straight. Like whoever that is in charge of the hardware area, y'all got that on point. If we can only get somebody over there with that mindset or the team, it's just it seems like y'all putting out mixers every Christmas, like every year. Y'all got new mixers. Like it's so many interfaces. I would say that Presonus has the most interfaces on the market. It's like they put out an interface like every year. It's a new interface. Like oh my god, and I've seen. Now I was referring this to somebody who wanted to start a podcast. I've seen this model, actually the Studio 26, like something similar to that, or even like the 4 byte Impri. I seen two derivatives of the same thing. I'm like, what? Why y'all? Yeah. So y'all got the hardware, especially the speakers and the mixers and um the line array, the networking from back of the church to the front of the church, like just how y'all doing things. That's great. We need that same team in the software department, Studio One. Put out an app that we can make dope beats. You know, when y'all do that, y'all got me for real, like for real, for real. But I guess it depends on how they do it. But like I said, Cubase can do it. Like I'm just speaking of platforms that has a strong desktop version presence as well, like Cubase on the computer and then on the app, strong, and you could do it on the iPhone and the iPad, both platforms. So your one has a remote you can only use on the iPad. You can't use it on. You can't pull that stuff up in your iPhone, right? Um, GarageBand, both platforms, iPhone, iPad, and then you can get GarageBand on your computer, but you got Logic Pro, which Logic Pro actually talks to GarageBand. They're interchangeable. Personas, where y'all at? Where y'all at, man? But we shall see this coming Tuesday. All right. What's good, Big Baby Productions, Full Sail alumni? What's happening? What's happening? Appreciate you coming out. I'm about to end the show. I got one thumbs down. Man, the haters they don't know what to do with themselves. One thing that I hope for that YouTube do is reveal the person who gives you one thumbs down. Yeah, I need to see who these people are. Like what is the point of giving me a thumbs down? It must have been something I said, something you didn't agree with. I don't know. Maybe you don't like the model mic that I'm using. Thanks for that. Whoever gave me that like thumbs up, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. But I'm just saying, like, I just be on here just sharing what I know about music production tips, techniques, and you know, I can't please everybody, but I mean, like, I do get some brutal comments here and there about like my concept and approach to things. I mean, if you don't like what I'm doing, then I mean, okay, and people be having like these like you talk too much or you taking too long to get here, and I'm not approaching 13,000 subscribers for nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of you guys who like my approach and like taking it. This is a community. Like I said, this is a culture, right? This is a culture, so I take it very seriously. I have a different angle as to when I'm talking to you guys. It's not like instructional videos. Like I'm giving y'all like scenarios and concepts, and I'm also giving you guys things that I work on personally. Real music. Like a real world situation, and I just genuinely try to help people. You know what I mean? And then the message that I preach in my videos is more so like music production. Hence the vibe of the culture. Music production is, I didn't say Studio One. I just so happen to use Studio One. And you could take the concepts to whatever DAW you're using. I'm for everybody. Like if you use Ableton, let's be friends. It's like whatever. You use that, I use this, it's cool. I have Ableton. I have Reason. I have um Bitwig, I have Logic, I have GarageBand, I have um Pro Tools, believe it or not. Um I have a few things. And the one I chose to use out of all of those is Studio One. Because I like what it do. You know? And when I post videos here and there, it may not be in Studio One all the time. It's the whole idea is just music production, how to get the great and best sounds, and showing y'all different things that come across my table, products and things like. All right, no, enough of that. Appreciate that. Thumbs up. Appreciate that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you. Don't forget some of the guys that worked for Steinberg is at Presonus, so they definitely come in with some surprises. Man, let's just put that up there. I'll say the capo is the highlight of today's broadcast. Um, Thank you, sir, for bringing this information to my attention. I definitely appreciate that. You probably given me more information than you probably should have. I'm not sure what connection you have, but I appreciate it because and then for the community, all of us that use Studio One, we all appreciate that. I'm sure I speak and vouch for everyone when I say that, because a lot of us was on, what's going on, what is it, what's the, you know, so what you've provided thus far is definitely well appreciated. Um, um, yeah, I am definitely aware that the folks over from Steinberg, some of those developers that came over, um, is what joined the Presonus team, and was been who's been behind the scenes, help bringing Studio One to a place where it is now. Very aware of that. Very aware of that. Um, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll be keeping you guys um updated on everything. As I get it, whatever. I'm gonna watch the stream, and if I think Tuesday I'm working all day that day with my day job, so I'm gonna be like I'm gonna try to sneak away somehow, and put my phone out and be looking. I'm gonna try to stay on top of things, you know, when I can, and be going back and forth. You know, I'm gonna keep my live stream, not my live, my stories. You guys know the YouTube have stories, just like Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook. I'm gonna keep you guys updated here on YouTube with my stories. I'll be taking snaps and uh, throwing them up there in the community. Probably like do like questions, whatever. Just like kind of like a interaction thing with you guys, seeing what you guys thinking, and you know, and as soon as I get home from work, be like trying to you know get some info to you guys. All right. Uh, I'm reading the comments. Um, this is a great point right here, and we could probably end it here. Uh, it's a personal choice. You're choosing your dog. Um, yeah, guys get really personal. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, okay, all right, the capital. Appreciate that. Appreciate your stream today. I appreciate it. Man. I appreciate y'all for watching and listening to me. I just be on here talking. At least it seems that way to some people. But I be trying to uncode and crack things, and like I said, man, I just be trying to be helpful. At least in my head, I think that's what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, yeah. I ain't worried about the other people. You guys make sure you just stay on top. I post these videos. I appreciate y'all continue watching them and hitting the like button, sharing them. You know what I mean? I like to go different places with this channel, doing different things. I got some ideas that I want to burst forth. So yeah. So I again appreciate you guys. Um, whichever DAW you guys use, it's all about workflow. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're watching the stream and you're not a Studio One person and you don't have an idea. You just like what I stand for, the techniques and stuff I display. That's great too. That's what this is. It stands for everything music production meaning any platform you work in, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And that's the message that I'm trying to give out to everyone. It's not just Studio One. It's not Bitwig. It's not Logic. It's not Machine. It's music production. And the way that I show you guys these techniques is the same exact way you can gain and like be inspired in whatever you guys are using. It's a personal choice, like the capo said. Take it personal. I take it personal, very personal, which is the reason why I do what I do now, because I'm very serious and passionate about what I do. You know, did you know that Cubase has vocal line built in, harmonies? Here I come. Absolutely, I did know that. And then Presonus has a plugin that does that, and it's in their shop. I think it's called vocal alignment. I think that's what the same people. But I do like Cubase. Like there's a lot of stuff in Cubase is built in. Like I do like that. Like Logic is another one. They have what's called flex pitch. It's built in, and I'm able to go in and change stuff like that, like notes real quick. Studio One has it's by Ceremony Melodyne. You know, I love Melodyne. I've been using Melodyne before Studio One, but it would be cool to see them. I don't know, just kind of go in a stronger direction. I guess it just seems like every time I try to get off the stream, more and more people are posting. Never got into Studio One, but be honest, but I have become more interested in the learning Studio One since coming into the channel and seeing Adam. Absolutely. Thanks Greek the Kitchen for um being a part of the stream. I appreciate your presence. I hope that you are subscribed and like the video. Uh to my point earlier, the capo says it is like choosing a car. Liking all of us liking in the car. Woman, okay, it's much mentioned in our different. Absolutely, exactly, absolutely. Using the dolls is like just like a car. Period. The car is supposed to take you from point A to point B. That's it. Now, what type of car? What do you want in that car to help your driving or travel experience to be more effective? The things you are able. Would you like your car to be able to um, uh, be able to talk to the phone through the speakers and talk back and forth to whoever you're talking to? Would you want your car to read back to you text messages as you're driving? You know, do you want your car to be able to connect to your phone Bluetooth and you play music from your phone? You know, some of us plug in to the actual dashboard or whatever. You know, mine's connect to mine's via Bluetooth as soon as I insert my vehicle. It's just all about preference, you know. But the whole idea is to get you from point A to point B. Creative. I have shirts available for you guys. As a matter of fact, it's on the website. I should have been advertising that, but it's on the website at creative.com. I'm type that in just in case y'all feel like, supporting me. It would be nice. And I'm uploading more designs on there, here and there. So this is the website. It's creative.com. It's creative with the K, as you can see. Spelled just like this, pretty much. Creative.com. With the K, without the I. There's no I in the middle. There's no I. It's creative.com/shop. Or you can just go there and hit shop. And there's t-shirts and a couple of hoodies on there. There are some hats on there, like this one I'm wearing right now. It says creative, black on black. Like I said, I got more design ideas that I will be uploading on there, and it's just all like, the movement or whatever, and supporting what I do here because I do a lot of free videos, and I appreciate you guys. Like if you go in there and just buy up a couple of t-shirts, man, I appreciate that. That is what's up. They're only like what, $25, and get them shipped to you. And these are great quality shirts, by the way. Like this one, it's like blended, like it feels good to the touch. It's blended in the fabric. I haven't washed it that much. It's still kind of new, but it don't seem like it's gonna crack. It feels like it's well blended in. It may crack, I don't know, but it's a quality T-shirt. So you guys going over to the website creative.com, you know, shut the website down, just buy it all up, appreciate it. uh, Movie Kid, what's up? The Capo, do you know what's coming? Hey, look, y'all can be beating up my resource now. y'all can't be beating him up because everybody gonna hit him up like, hey, bro, like, what's going on? Yeah, I appreciate. I need to follow this person right here. I appreciate that though. Really appreciate that. Appreciate all the love. Wow. Um, from Australia. That's what's up. I don't like surprises. Ah. Do I do one-on-one sessions? Absolutely. I do it all the time. Yeah, if that's what you're interested in, like if you guys are wanting to do like one-on-one sessions, just connect with me. We could set up something. That's if that message is for me. You know, I just took advantage of it. Appreciate that, the capo. Yeah, it's all about support. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Um, and I would like to do more of these. You know, these live things. I think is really cool. It's a cool way to connect with you guys. Like I said, I used to do a lot in the past, but it's just things just got a little busy. And I'm working with a new sat uh a new software, as you guys can see. Um, I gave it a try. See how well I like it. Being able to put up comments like that. Focus on one thing at a time. I think that's pretty cool. Man, appreciate all of the likes. 18 likes and one thumbs down. Man, appreciate that. Appreciate the love. All right. I have this thing covering the time. Man, 2 hours. Wow. Been on here 2 hours. It's going on 3 hours. 2.5 hours. Man, that's a record. I don't think I've been live that long ever. Does the merch ship to Australia? Yes. I believe it do. I believe it does. Absolutely. Wow. I got up to 20 likes. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it definitely ships to Australia. Um and I tell you this, if it don't, I will make sure you get it. I'll purchase it myself. Um and make sure. But yeah, I'm more than sure. I mean, it may take a bit. Look at the shipping options. Like when you go in there and you look at what you want and you set up everything. Look at the shipping options. I think it tells you it should ship. It ship to wherever you guys want. I don't see that being a problem. Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't push it out there. Like I couldn't possibly do something that doesn't, because I have people all I have people watching me from all over the place. So it's like, yeah, I need to have a way to be able to ship to people overseas beyond the states. Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the reason why I want to do more live events like this. Um, just hanging out with you guys. You know what I mean? We just talk gear. You know what I'm saying? Talk music production. Talk about stuff going on right now. That's kind of what I want to be able to do. That's what this is geared towards. So there will definitely be another live stream coming. Sorry, it won't be right after Presonus go live with whatever they're gonna talk about. I used to do that. Like every time they do a live, I used to follow that by a live and kind of like sink in the information that we talked about on, or that they talked about, kind of discuss it with you guys, because I know most of the time you guys be boiling with questions and like things that they talked about. So I sure be. I sure have things I want to discuss and point out there. Um. So Yeah, I'll be at work, but I'll find a way. If it's yeah, it may be like later on in the week or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it pan out. Sweet. I will check out shortly, and I am on the site now. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, movie kit. Yeah, yeah. If you email the website, it'll come to my email, and I'll shoot you the link, the link that you'll need to go through, um, to set up that that meeting or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Is it free? The one on one. If you talking about the one on one, I do have a charge. I think it's 35 an hour. Yeah, I think it's 35 $35 an hour. So if you guys want one on one, and like I said, I do that all the time. Like I started doing it because just based on my tutorials, people will come at me a lot about like, hey man, I really need help. Like, can you do one on one? And so I just started doing it. It was like a couple of years ago. Like, yeah, absolutely, because like the tutorials help to a certain extent, but it's the my tutorials don't go that deep into like how to make music or how to gain ideas from here and put it in perspective and how to structure your songs from A to B to C and different things like that. Sometimes I do that, but it's like you guys just be one on one, like sit down, it's me and you. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me, and I'll just just kind of help you. And I've helped a lot of people that way, just one on one. And like even if you're not using Studio One, so what? Whatever you're using, I can still be uh assistance to what you're doing. I can say, yeah, I think you should go here, or you know, probably to go here. I have like a couple of yeah, there's a lot of them, but like my recent ones was like, how do you get your drums to be like hit hard? You know, I have some techniques to share with you guys to get your drums hard. It's not a problem. Yeah, absolutely, movie kid. Um, Alexis says, wonder if the update will be paid. If you have Studio One 4 already, then the update will be free. If it's 4.5, you know, if it's 5.0, then no, that's a full upgrade. It's like a full number, and that is based on my experience. Like when 3.5 came out, it was free. So if this is a 4.5, if you have four, it'll be free. If you're still in three, then obviously you have to pay the upgrade fee, whatever that is, and then have this updates. Whatever they talked about. All right. I hope I was helpful to you guys and answered uh, your questions. If I didn't answer your questions the way you uh, the way you was hoping, then yeah, feel free to like visit the website and drop your questions there, and we can go one on one, like email back and forth or whatever. You know, anything you guys did not want to discuss here on the live, you dig. Um, and yes, I do one on one with you guys. Absolutely. If you need help with your production, no problem. All right. All right. I'm getting out of here for real this time. You guys remember music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. Stay creative. Without rules, remember to visit the website creative.com. Creative, KREATVE. There's no I. It's spelled with the K.com. And we stand for, this is a culture. We stand for sound, concept, visual, everything. Like, that's just what we do. All right. You have a nice evening as well. All right. Peace. Peace, love, happiness, joy, and all that great stuff to you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Happy beat making, as my boys say. Forgot his name. Happy mixing to some of you guys. Cheers, as my other guys say. All right, stay creative, guys. I'm out of here.